Hey folks, welcome. This is the unboxing for the Qpad MK-85 keyboard. I managed to pick this up relatively cheap for what it is. But anyway, let's have a look. So, it arrived about 10 minutes ago and just gonna have a look. Okay, there's the box. So as you can see, you might be able to tell there's lighting behind this, backlighting. What's mainly important about this keyboard, and I did say this on Twitter if anyone's following me on that, it's mechanical and it does have some audio ports on it. N key rollover, which means you can basically press all of the keys at once and they'll transmit, unlike normal USB stuff. And importantly, I should say, the N key rollover works over USB, not just PS2, which makes this a really good keyboard in that sense as well. Okay, so it's got backlighting, as I said, it's got media keys, it's got a couple of USB ports, which is really nice. If anyone's got like a USB headset, you could easily plug in at the back. Quite nice and simple. It's also got audio ports for anyone like myself who does have the normal kind of headset, so you can plug through that stuff as well. Nice wrist pad. So yeah, there we go. Just take a quick look at the box. It's quite basic, I suppose. It gives you all the information you might need. So it tells you about the... this is quite heavy. Cherry MX mechanical switches, which these ones have got red. That's why you get the red backlighting in this model, because the other model's blue backlighting, and that gives you the blue switches for Cherry MX stuff. Just running over the same details, like comes with 4 orange keycaps and a keycap puller. Yeah, just stuff really. And there you can see on the side it tells you which one this is. So Cherry MX red, United Kingdom keyboard layout. Just take a quick gander at the side there. There you go, you can see the USB hub and audio ports, gold plated connectors, which basically means nothing. Multimedia functionality. So I used to have dedicated keys for that kind of stuff, so that would be a little getting used to for me, but it's worth it because it's a mechanical keyboard. There's the 4 orange caps, the Cherry MX mechanical switches, 4 levels of backlight, which is quite nice, and it's a full size 3-section keyboard. And on the other side, just the same stuff. Okay, I think we should take a look. Okay, there we go. Oh, port there. Right, okay, so there's some software which does come with software you can use to control macro functionality on this keyboard, which I want to touch on because it's supposed to be really good. There are the caps, pretty basic, there's nothing special about them. There's a quick guide, which I don't know if there's anything interesting in there. I don't know, it's just telling you a few basic things and functionalities. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that one's kind of in there. Right. Now this is exactly what I'd read. It's a rubberized wrist pad, which actually I really kind of like that idea. Hopefully, it feels quite nice when you're typing and stuff. I like the little sign for the Qpad with being "We Love Gaming." That's quite nice. Plastic, of course, but the rubberized coating makes it quite a nice addition. Okay, now this is the main part, which is the keyboard. Let's take those. Whoops. You know what? The first thing you note when you pick this thing up, it's heavy. This is something I'd read, that the keyboard's actually quite heavy. Okay, just taking a quick gander at this, it looks pretty nice. Slightly rubberized on the coating here. I think that's pretty much universal. That's a nice addition, I like that. Keys. Kind of a nice sound. Cherry MX Red switches, for anyone who doesn't know, these are the ones with the lightest touch and no clickiness. I think they're generally accepted as what a lot of people want in gaming keyboards, you know, like for FPS stuff or whatever. So that's one of the reasons I bought this one. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so here you're going to find a nice braided cable, and that's right, hang on. This is how this stuff works, by the way. So you've got, there's the USB you plug into your computer, and here are the extension stuff that you put into your sound card. So sound card on the back of your machine, maybe it's built into the motherboard, or like myself it's a dedicated one. So that comes as part of the main thing. Alright, as I said, nice braided cable, so that's kind of cool. There are the two USB ports, there's headphones and mic port as well. Looking on the underside, there's not really much to see. Couple of little feet, oh, slightly rubberized, that's quite nice. Rubberized piece at the front of the keyboard, and that's the same on the other side as well. So we can see, if I can swivel this around, these cables are really annoying. Right, there you go, Qpad MK-85 Pro Gaming Mechanical Keyboard. So I'm looking forward to getting this all hooked up. And the coating on the keys is just, it's not basic plastic, but it is slightly plasticky. I don't feel any rubberized. Although it does have like this really thin coating. I mean, it's nothing like this section, or you know, that goes around the keys, but there's a hint of it. One of the things I also found out about this keyboard was it does have, like, see all these laser etched parts for the numbers and letters. That's apparently very hard to scrape off, which is good, because on my Sidewinder X6 keyboard, which is what I use currently, that stuff is scratched off quite easily. So I've actually got like a shift key and an S and D, which are completely scratched off, just basically leaving a big hole where the lighting comes through. So right, so one last thing I'll probably point out here is the F switches up here. As you can see, they've got different double functions, and there's an FN key there for what you press to, you know, activate whichever function. So the multimedia keys are here, I don't really need to say anything about those. But from F7 to F12, right, there's different stuff. You've got profiles on this keyboard. So if you hold down the FN switch and then hit a profile, that'll set your keyboard up for whatever you've set up with the software. And there's a G key. Now I can't remember what that means. It may be something about gaming mode, I'm not sure. I'll need to look that one up. The other thing which I just wanted to touch on is something to do with the software that comes with this. Now, the software will actually give you like macro functionality on this keyboard. And it's the kind of macro functionality I would actually find useful. I've never really used macro keys, but the Sidewinder X6 does have them tacked on this side, which just takes up a bit of room, and I don't really care for it. Never used it. But with this keyboard and the software that comes with this keyboard, what you can do is, like for instance, if you go into the software, you can actually tell it, right, I want to have some macro keys set up here on UIO, JKL. So if I'm playing something, I'll just press that and it'll start an action, press that one, that one, that one, that one, and it'll do something, which is really useful. I mean, see, if anyone's played Magicka, you'll know what I mean. The amount of spells that you could like tack together and just set off straight away would be fantastic. But as I said, I don't use macro keys for anything. I just don't have any use for them. But it's nice to have that functionality, and it's nice not to have like a set of keys just taking up room, extending the length of the keyboard for no good reason. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this keyboard. The num lock, caps lock and G position light up along with the rest of the keyboard. And another thing just to mention is that all of these keys light up individually. They all have individual LED lights beneath them, so it's rather fantastic. Okay folks, well hopefully that has helped, and you've got a rough idea about what this keyboard's like. You can pick it up retail, I think you can pick it up for about £100. Luckily I managed to get this from Amazon for about 80, and that was a real one-off deal. Somebody had basically opened a box and that was it, so it was an open box deal. So this is what I've got for my birthday this year, and I'm rather pleased with it. Oh, I probably should have mentioned that if you use the FN key and here, you'll take lighting down, put the lighting up. Wow, it's good to know. Okay folks, that's all for now, and I shall catch you later. Okay, bye.